Hello guys, my name is Sabrina. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, I'm still new here on YouTube. This is actually only my second video here. So I'm still getting familiar with doing voiceovers, and I just want to apologize if I'm rambling and some things don't make sense or if I'm stuck. I'm trying my best here. Yeah, today we're building in Newcrest, and this is going to be a modern family home using only base game. I've seen a lot of base game only builds with like traditional builds, but I think not that many modern ones, so I thought I would give it a try. And here we are. I'm also not so sure if I should say like modern or contemporary. I mean, I know modern is a distinct style of the 20th century and contemporary is like what we have now, but often they're kind of mixed. I mean, contemporary uses a lot of modern elements, right? I'm not that familiar with architectural styles, as you might be able to tell, so let's just ignore that. I hope that I didn't accidentally add any non-base game items here, but I will check again before I put this up on the gallery. So by the time I'm posting this video, I should have already checked this and the build should be up on the gallery. My origin ID is the same as my username here on YouTube, subsimsim. If you would like to check it out, feel free to do so. This house is built on a 30 by 20 lot in Newcrest, as mentioned, and I just tend to build on this lot size most often because I feel most comfortable with it. I think it's not too big because I like houses to be not too big, and I find it a bit difficult if there's too much space, and I'm not sure how to do the landscaping then, because this is a bit of a weak point for me anyway. Yeah, so this one is just like a standard sized family home with 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. So it's 1 full bathroom downstairs and 1 master bathroom upstairs, and also another toilet upstairs. So unfortunately, as all the bedrooms are upstairs, the kids have to go downstairs to shower. And my idea for this family is that they're probably quite young. I mean, the parents were kind of young to be parents. And one of them is probably working in like an office job that requires a lot of home office work as well. That's why I gave them an extra office room as well. And in my mind, maybe the dad might be like a young, ambitious politician. Or I guess if you only have base game, since this is a base game build only, it could also be like a businessman. But I pictured to be somebody who's more like, has really like young and fresh ideas as well, who doesn't only care about profits, but also just wants to make a change and cares a lot about maybe social responsibilities. It could go in this way somehow. And for the mom, maybe she's a cook, because we have this big kitchen here. So this is something I have in mind for them. Yeah, as you can see, I had really fun to be all creative with the different color combinations in the interior again, because in my last build I did a personal challenge where I only used like a monochrome interior design, so only like black and white furniture and walls for the inside. I will link my previous video for you below in the info box or on the screen if I can figure out how to do this. So if you haven't seen this yet, please feel free to check it out. Yeah, I went a bit crazy with the colors here, but first I was trying to use the blue kitchen counters as you've seen before, but it didn't work. I mean, I haven't used this color swatch yet. I was trying to make it work, but it didn't. So I went with this like yellow, lilac kitchen counters, and I think it looks great. It's definitely like a statement itself. I mean, I love yellow as an accent color, and I tend to use it in many builds, I think. And also, I'm quite fond of the flooring here. So this like busy pattern, I think it works well in this like open floor plan. It's like a lot of space, so it doesn't look too busy. It works quite well here. Yeah, I think it's one of the best options for base game flooring. It kind of looks a bit similar to Jungle Adventure one maybe, or also a bit of like Cats and Dogs one. I think it is hidden behind a red color swatch, so if you're looking for it, because I didn't find it first as well, I think it's hidden behind like a reddish color swatch. Yeah. As I've mentioned in my previous video, I have like pre-recorded a bunch of videos, a bunch of builds, and also I'm like doing some voiceovers now before I'm actually publishing the videos. So I'm not exactly sure when I'm releasing these videos. So sorry guys if there's some things I'm talking about which seem a bit like outdated for you and you're wondering why she's still talking about this. It's because some things are still fairly recent for me as I'm recording this right now. So I still wanted to ask you guys, how do you like the new expansion pack Get Famous? Like, did you buy it? And if so, do you think it's worth it? And how does it compare to like other expansion packs for you? Because I haven't bought it yet, and I just bought like City Living and Jungle Adventure since they've been on sale recently. And Get Famous as a new pack wasn't, so I didn't get it yet. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you got it and what you think. Yeah, here in the bathroom, at first I tried to mess around with the floor pattern in a similar way as I did in my previous build, but don't worry, I'm changing this in a bit. It doesn't make sense here. And also, I decided to go with like a green color scheme, and I'm picking up the green in different rooms as well. As you've seen, the office had like a green wall, and upstairs the bedroom will be green, and so like I'm using this different green tones. I'm not sure why I thought of green, because actually I had like a kind of a childhood trauma, if you can say so. My family, we used to live in a flat with a really old, outdated 70s bathroom, so it was like moss green and it looked horrendous. It didn't look good. But yeah, as said, I'm using different green tones here. It's not sure if I would personally decorate my bathroom like this, but I think this family might be really obsessed with green. So yeah, that's why. I have to say that building with base game only is quite challenging. So even though when I started building in The Sims, as mentioned, I only started building recently as well, not too long ago in The Sims 4. So in the beginning, I only had like 2 expansion packs, 1 game pack and 1 stuff pack. Yeah, I mean, I say only, I mean, obviously many people only use the base game, and you know, I'm really amazed by all these talented people out there who can still create such great creative base game builds. You know, it's really great to see this. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys are building with base game only, and if you have anything to show. I'd love to check it out. I mean, it's tricky to build with base game only, but I would definitely like to do more of those in the future, or maybe like base game in 1 pack, because yeah, there are many people who can't afford it, their computers can't handle like more packs, so they should definitely have like more choices available in the gallery. Yeah. I approached this like base game only build in a way to go all colorful, as you can see. I mean, not like rainbow colorful, but I tried to use like unusual color combinations, and yeah, either with like the build items or like with the wall colors, like in the bathroom. So I think in this way you can use the base game items in a really versatile way. Like you can do a lot with them if you just really don't limit yourself to the standard color swatches. And also something I learned now, but I didn't do it so much in this build yet, but something I learned is that you don't need to limit yourself with like using specific items only for their intended function, but you can use them like in different contexts, for example. So what I mean, for example, is like the exterior furniture. You will see it later when I'm choosing the exterior furniture. I'm just clicking on the exterior room section and only chose like the furniture listed under this category. But you could totally use different kinds of furniture which is not under this like exterior furniture category. So you could just click on all seating options, and there are many which are really suitable for exterior use, so you could definitely use this to mix it up a bit, and I will try to use this more in the future. And also, for example, like desks, you don't need to just use desks. You could definitely use like a dining table as a desk as well. So this is what I did in this office as well. I mean, I think I used like a proper desk, and then I added like a dining table next to it, like as an extension, some kind of like this. Yeah, you can just scale it down, for example, and this helps to make it work. So things like these really help you out when you feel limited with the items available for you, I think. Yeah, I'm still fairly new in building, as said, so these are just like little tricks I discovered so far. And if you have any more tricks how to get the most out of like building with base game only, please let me know. Please share them with us down in the comment section. I'm sure it would be really useful for many of us. Yeah. Besides, if you're building with base game only or just feel limited, of course, there's always the option of custom content as well. Personally, I don't use custom content for build and buy items because, firstly, I think it would be a bit problematic when I want to share my build in the gallery, as all the custom content would disappear. But I think, it would disappear for you guys, and I think also you could just like get addicted to it. Like I think once you download some, you want to download more and more, because this is what happens to me with like Creator Sim custom content. Like I love Creator Sim custom content and I use it a lot. Well, now in The Sims 4 I'm limiting myself a bit, but in The Sims 3 my download folder was so big. It's not fun. It's fun, but like the game just slows down too much. I think it's a bit too much, so I keep it to a reasonable amount, I want to say. But anyway, I think it's a good addition for players who only use base game, if you want to do so. Yeah, if you use build items, CC build items, please let me know your favorite sites, your favorite websites you're getting them from, or any creators you especially like. I still love to check them out and just have a look if there's anything suitable. Maybe I will want to make like a video of CC build and buy items, like a build with CC included. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, as mentioned, I just got like the City Living expansion pack, so I don't know if I would have preferred Get Famous over City Living if I had the choice. If it was discounted, because I bought City Living firstly because of the build and buy items. Like they look really modern, and I thought I need more modern build and buy items, and also quite diverse, like from the different cultural influences. And this is something I really like about City Living, like this multicultural aspect. It just feels so lively, I think, as well, with like the festivals, and it's just cool to live in apartments, and sometimes you just need to go downstairs to have a festival there. Yeah, this is quite cool, even though I haven't played too much yet, but so far I do enjoy it. Yeah, sorry guys, it sounds a bit silly maybe that I'm like gushing about an expansion pack that is already 2 years old, but as said, I just got it. Here we're doing the kids, like boys' bedroom, and first I was picking up a cats and dogs flooring, but I changed this fortunately. And yeah, it's really tricky to design kids' bedrooms with base game only, I think. I kept it fairly simple. He has everything he needs, and the room is small, so there's only so much you can do anyway. But I think maybe this boy is like really, really into like storytelling, and is always making up like this wild adventure stories. And maybe he will be a writer later. Who knows? It's up to you. When you decided to download this and put in a family here. And lastly, in terms of interior, we have like the teenage girl's bedroom, and here I went with like a all magenta color scheme. And just as a disclaimer, it's not really my personal taste, but I'm always trying to do different things. Now that I'm looking at it, I think this room might have suited like a darker flooring better, probably like almost black. But I think when I built this, the way I pictured the girl here, like it wouldn't have suited her aesthetics, like this, like too dark black and pink, too much of it. I think she's more like this girly girl, and I associated like a more lighter wood, white wall, pink style with her. Yeah. And I guess this girl living here is probably a bit spoiled, since she's like the firstborn, and she might have been an only child for a few years. So her parents probably just wanted to give her everything she asked for to support her development and her interests. And maybe that's why she got like the giant piano in this room. Yeah, it's a bit of a questionable choice to put the piano here. And I mean, I would have preferred to put the keyboard here, but unfortunately we don't have like small pianos in the base game. So I thought, okay, let's pretend this is maybe a keyboard, because for most teenagers it maybe doesn't make sense to have like a big piano in the room. But yeah, maybe in the future the Sims team will decide to update the base game in a patch with like a smaller piano. This would be amazing. And lastly for the interior, I'm just like designing the upstairs landing area a little bit. It's nothing special, just putting like this drawer here and the mirror. And I don't think I really did anything downstairs in the entrance area, so let's just ignore this. Yeah, finally with like the outdoor area, the landscaping, garden, and I keep it really simple again. I just add like this terrace at the back and like flower beds. And I think I could have added some like more like activity areas. So if you download this build, feel free to place anything you like here, of course. Like I think you could place, like, what do we have in the base game, like a woodworking table or something like this, or maybe also just like some gym equipment. Not sure, maybe. Yeah, I mean, in the next videos I'm focusing more on landscaping. Like I'm trying to do a bit more with it, because landscaping for me is still something I'm struggling with. So as said, I already pre-recorded some builds. So as a build upcoming, just like a cute little Swedish cottage. And this is the first video trying out the new terrain tools, because as you can see in this video, if you pay attention, or I'm not sure if it's visible on the screen actually, but at the time I built this, we didn't have terrain tools yet, so obviously I couldn't try this out yet, but you will see it in the next video. So yeah, if you are interested in seeing this, please subscribe, guys. And if you really want to make sure you're not missing anything, you can also turn on the notification bell. It should be, yeah, once you click subscribe, it should be popping up this bell there. Yeah, so as you can see, I use like the outdoor furnishing only. This is something I want to change up in next builds, but yeah, that's just the way it is in this building. And now we only have like the front area left, and then we are done basically. So as mentioned, if you would like to download this building, it's on my gallery, and my username is the same as my YouTube name, subsimsim. So feel free to check it out. And the next buildings, I'm not sure which building I'm going to post next. It might be like the Swedish cottage as mentioned, but I've also prepared like a traditional mansion build. So I'll see which one I'm doing next. But yeah, please stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. I will be back soon with another build as mentioned. And until then, I hope you have a great day and see you soon. Bye bye.